Now then, before we start, I'd just like to thank the sponsor of today's video, and they are Surfshark. More about that later. Now, we're back at an airport again. We're back at Nottingham, East Midlands. Well, it's Derby, Nottingham, Leicester, I don't know, it's one of them anyway. It's East Midlands Airport, and we're going to take a plane over to Cyprus, to Paphos, to spend the next few days there and do some videos. Now, today's video, we're going to capture the around the airport, we're going to get the takeoff, we're going to get in flight, and we're going to get landing. And also, I've got a window seat, so we are going to get some amazing views through the window. So make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We're traveling with Jet2 today, so they've got Yorkshire tea on board, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, let's get in there, let's get checked in, and let's get through. So, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, okay, so we're going to get through security. We're taking Jet2 LS655 to Paphos. It is 5:30 at the moment. I think we take off at about 8:15, I think it is. Let me just check for you on my phone here. So we have actually got a 8:15 flight, so we've got a little bit of time. I think I'm going to try and get in a lounge as well. I've got one of them lounge passes, see whether they'll take that, and then we can have a look around the lounge rather than trying to spend money on the expensive food in the airport and expensive coffee. So hopefully we can get in and we can see what the lounge is like. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I'll see you at the other side of security, because don't want to record going through security, and I'll say it seems to be the thing that I say on every video, is they've got rubber gloves and I don't need any action. So I'll see you on the other side. Oh, right, through security. So I had to take my trainers off, I had to take my shirt off, I had to take basically everything off. And I said, do you want me to take my underpants off? And he says, you can do if you want. But then I think that was a bit of a sarcasm. But then I got to speak to Glenn, who is on security there, who watches the channel, and his wife works there as well. And he totally turned my mood around. I'm in a really, really good mood now. Such a cheerful guy, really nice, really helpful. So Glenn, thank you very much. I'm saying hi to you, and say hi to your wife as well. So fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. You've made my day, and now I'm going to go through and see if we can get into the escape lounge, get a coffee, get some food, and have a little look around and look at the planes as well. So thanks again, Glenn. You were amazing, and you've actually put me in a fantastic mood for my holiday. So come on, onwards, my friends. Right, so I've got my Revolut card, which gives me some access to some lounges, and I believe it gives me access to the escape lounge, but it's not guaranteed access, but we're going to give it a go. I think it's a Dragon Pass that it's part of, so let's see whether it works and get in there. A little bit of quiet, a little bit of peace, and some nice bit of food, hopefully. Right, so I've checked and I can get in there, and they do have free Wi-Fi, which is quite apt because that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, who are Surfshark. And Surfshark have made this trip to Cyprus possible. Now, Surfshark are a VPN company, which stands for Virtual Private Network, and it helps keep all of your very important information safe. Now, an easy way to think about it is Surfshark puts a middleman between you and any hackers that are trying to steal your information, which for me is vital, especially as I'm traveling around the world using public Wi-Fi in airports, hotels, restaurants and coffee shops, logging on to my bank accounts, social media and YouTube accounts to upload my videos. Now, logging on to a public Wi-Fi leaves you wide open to hackers and people who are on the same network. And if they wanted to steal your information, believe me, they very easily could. However, with Surfshark, I am protected as it encrypts my data and adds an extra layer of protection to help keep my passwords and personal information safe. Oh, and it also allows unlimited devices all on one account, which for me is ideal because I can use it on my mobile phone, tablet and laptop. But by far the coolest thing about Surfshark is the fact that while I'm away from home overseas, I can still access my favourite shows on streaming services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime, which are normally blocked in other countries. Now, it does this by swapping the real location of your device with a new one, aka changing your IP address. This way you can virtually travel to any country around the world. Now, this also comes in handy for me when I'm back home in the UK, as there's a couple of shows I like to watch on Netflix that are only available in the USA. So I open up Surfshark, change my location to the USA and voila! Now, the good news is you can get yourself an exclusive Surfshark deal. Just enter the promo code MacMaster for an additional 3 months for free. Just click the link in the description down below or scan the QR code on screen now. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it out. Don't forget, click the link in the description down below. Right, let's get in there. Right, okay, so they've got a good selection of food there. They've got a full English there, they've got sausages, they've got beans, they've got hash browns. They've also got a bar as well where you can have a glass of wine or a beer or whatever. It is only 6:30 in the morning, so the big question is it too early to have a glass of wine? Well, I guess it is 5 o'clock somewhere, and I've just come back from Australia, and I'm still on their time, aren't I? So it'd be rude not to. Anyway, we're going to grab some breakfast, can have a look what it's like. They've also got cereals over there as well, so we'll have a little nibble, have a bite to eat, have a drink, and then we'll go and watch the planes taking off. Right, so I've got my breakfast, I've got my 2 sausages here. They didn't have hash browns, they got these little potatoes, which I guess is like a mini hash brown or roast potato kind of thing. So all looks very nice. Got the HP sauce as well, proper HP, none of that Aldi stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with Aldi. And also Heinz ketchup as well if you want that. I've got a coffee. Can't find the toaster at the moment. I'm going to have to track that one down. I'm sure there is one somewhere. And they've also got cereals as well, but I'm not going to go too heavy today because I don't want to go on a plane with a full stomach. Right, I'll dig in. I'll see you guys in a minute. Might have to go and get a wine in a minute. Coffee first. Need a coffee to kickstart that day. Try this sausage out. That's pretty good. Now it cost me £20 to get in here on Revolut, which I think is pretty good, because if you go out there it's going to cost you a lot more going to Burger King and places like that. So well worth it. So I think that was very nice, by the way. Excellent, really nice sausages. Bacon was excellent, and I love them potatoes a lot better than a hash brown, I have to say. I forgot to use my HP sauce though. Anyway, I've had my coffee, gonna grab a glass of wine, get my money's worth, and then we'll head off and look at some planes. We've got another hour to have a look around, so might as well just start to lighten up and brighten up. Starting to get light, grey skies. Check out some of the planes on the runway, and on the what's the bit where they come in from the runway? Tell me in the comment section down below. I can't remember, the tarmac bit. I can never remember. I'm sure you'll correct me in that comment section. Right, well, I'll tell you what, that was quite nice, and for 20 quid, can you be quiet please? I'm talking here to my friends. Somebody's late for the flight, got to make the way to gate 10. Right, let's have a look at some planes. That was worth it for 20 quid. I only had one glass of wine. You can have more than one. You can't have double measures though, it says that, but I think that was enough for me. Well, there's coffee in the morning for me. I did it just for the camera, that's all. I only did it for the camera. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have had a glass of wine. Honest. Just looking out there, you know, I've always travelled Jet2, I've travelled Ryanair, I've travelled EasyJet in the past, but I've never travelled TUI. What are they like? If you've travelled them, just let me know in the comments section. I don't know where it's. I've tried it, but I've tried to find them online and book something, but it's never worked out. I don't know why. Is TUI any good as an airline? I tell you what, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that just over, what was it actually a week ago, literally a week ago, I landed back from Perth in Australia from an almost 18-hour flight, I think it was, and now I'm getting on another flight. I must want my head looking at. So I'm just looking here, Frankie and Benny's, the big one, £13.50, 13 sheets 50, and then you've got your, if you want a glass of wine as well, which are probably about £7 I would guess, and then your coffee as well, and it's 20 quid just to get in the lounge there. So I personally think that it's worth paying to get in the lounge. It's really good value. People think that it isn't because they don't look at it, but look into it. It's definitely worth going in the lounge. Right, onwards my friends. Right, boarding, gate 19, onwards my friends. Now I've got that Happy Days song in my head. Goodbye grey sky, hello blue, nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong, rocking and rolling. No, I won't say anymore just in case I get copyright strike, because my voice sounds so much like the original. Not 19. Oh, 19. All right, we're upstairs, right over the other side of the airport. Always try and take the steps as many times as I can, burn a few calories off, get rid of that full English breakfast. Oh, my arm.
You have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that, because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're going to be.
Now I wonder whether they're filling up with fuel there, or whether it's an electric aeroplane, because obviously we're trying to save the environment at the moment, so maybe it's an electric aeroplane just charging up. An EV, EP, would it be an EP? EA? I'm not sure what it would be. You wouldn't get very far, would you? Range anxiety half the way there onwards.
Because you don't know who you're going to be.
Wow, well I'm guessing it's a full flight. It's going to be packed. I didn't think Cyprus was that busy at this time of year. Crikey.
Very good morning, welcome on this boat 778 flight number LS655 to Paphos. My name's Sean Wigan, I'll be your captain this morning. Joining the flight deck, we have Senior First Officer Matt Loosemore and Second Officer Edmure Alex. Looking at you in the cabin today, we have a wonderful crew that's led by Cam. Joining Cam, we have Hayley, Summer and Lydia. Very short they're going to count a safety demonstration. We'd very much appreciate it if you could put down in what it is you might be doing and pay close attention. It might be frequent travellers, but every airline and aircraft has different safety features. So once again, if you can pay close attention to our crew, we'd want that. Very much appreciated. Flight time over to Paphos today then, so lucky enough we've got a bit of a tailwind, so we're looking at about 4 hours 15 minutes. We'll be cruising at 37,000 feet. And we are expecting reasonable conditions en route. Matt's going to be flying you down there, so he'll come back a little bit later on the flight with weather and route information and time to get going. We've just finished our last few checks so you can see we've got the steps and we'll be on the way hopefully a couple of minutes early. So thanks very much, enjoy the flight and speak to you.
Automatic traffic report, please.
rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that, because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're going to be.
Right, okay, so we have takeoff, or we have liftoff. So I've got a little bit more leg room because I paid extra to get extra leg room, which is right next to the door here. But it is a Boeing 737, is it? I think they had an issue with them, didn't they? So I think I'll keep my seatbelt securely fastened, because don't fancy getting sucked out of the aircraft. Anyway, they've got Yorkshire tea on board. I'm sure it'll be fine. They've got Yorkshire tea on board. Can have Yorkshire tea and also I think a little Kit Kat snack or something, you know, the usual, and just sit back and relax. I think it's about 4 hours something, so not too bad. In fact, it'll feel fairly short after that flight back from Australia that I did, so be good to see a little bit of blue sky. Can't see any yet. I think we need to get a little bit higher. Right, okay, so I've treated myself to a Yorkshire tea, got a Kit Kat as well, and I've thrown a little curveball in because I thought, you know what, why not? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'll have a little Chenin Blanc. The lady couldn't pronounce it either, who serves it to me. I said, she says, which wine would you like? I said, cheapest. Typical Mansfield answer that. I've got to tell you, by the way, I don't know what route we're taking. I'll overlay a map for you now of the route that we're actually taking. But I've been looking out the window and I've never seen as much air traffic as I have on this route here. I've literally travelled over the Atlantic, travelled to Australia, but the amount of planes that I've seen out the window flying by, I'm going to have to try and keep my eye open and try and catch a few of them whizzing by, leaving their trails behind. Condensation, of course. Anyway, I'm going to have my Yorkshire tea, my Kit Kat, and my South African Chenin Blanc, the cheapest. It's just go for the cheapest. But she's put ice in the glass, which is a bit strange. Never had white wine with ice before, but I suppose it'll keep it cool. Anyway, I shall. There's another plane down there. I cannot believe the amount of air traffic. Right. Anyway, I shall have my break, have a Kit Kat, have my wine, have my Yorkshire tea. I'll catch you guys in a little while.
Boys and girls, my name is Alex Moore, and I am the first officer on board, and I have the absolute pleasure of flying you to Paphos this morning. On behalf of all the crew, I would like to welcome you on board, and thank you for Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays. And if I may, I'd like to give you a little bit of information on the routing and the flight today. We took off from runway 27 at East Midlands, and then we climbed up and did a left-hand turn, and routed out towards Norwich initially, then out over the North Sea, heading towards Netherlands, and Amsterdam was on the left-hand side of the aircraft. Continuing into German airspace, Frankfurt was on the right-hand side of the aircraft, and if you're lucky enough to be sat on the right-hand side of the aircraft, just over the right-hand side or over your right shoulders, you'll see the Austrian Alps. We're going to continue with Salzburg out to the left-hand side, and then routing in towards Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia. This is a very long trip today, obviously, and then into Greece. We're going to then head over the Mediterranean Sea, overhead Thessaloniki, which is easy for me to say, and then we're going to route around the coast of Turkey before heading towards Cyprus. I've had a look at the weather down in Cyprus at the moment, and it's clear skies, very light northerly winds, and yesterday the temperature got up to about 21 degrees, so hopefully it's going to stay like that for today and for the rest of the time when you're down there. I'm hoping to get you back on the ground around about 20 to 1, which is about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. If you want to change your watches, the clocks are 12 o'clock at the moment, or 12:03 down in Cyprus. Looking after you in the cabin today, you've got Kat, and she's helped out by Hayley, Summer and Lydia. Obviously primarily they are there for your safety, but if there's anything they can do to make your flight a little bit more comfortable, I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. That's about it for me at the moment. I'm going to stop talking. I will give you an update on timings and weather just before our descent, but in the meantime, sit back and relax, enjoy the flight, and once again, thank you for choosing Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays.
Right, so there you go. You heard the captain speaking there. If you can pinpoint any of the landmarks down below or anything, I think we've passed over some mountains, snow-capped mountains there. If you can see anything, and again, I'll lay the flight path over here so you can see where we're actually going and what route it is. If you can pinpoint anything, let me know in the comment section down below. There was a lot of cloud to start with, but let me know whereabouts we are. It would be quite handy to have an onboard map or something. Can you download a map and then use the GPS so I can see where I am live? Is there a way of doing that? Also, let me know in the comment section there as well. By the way, my wine, my tea and my Kit Kat came to £9.45, if anybody is wondering. And this whole trip came to £701. That was for 7 nights. Return flight with Jet2, including the hotel as well, and breakfast. So anyway, I'm going to sit back now and I'm going to let you have a look out the window. Don't forget, let me know if you can pinpoint any locations along the way. Right, okay, so we've got 20 minutes now before landing into Paphos Airport. So I want to capture the landing. Hopefully it's a clear one and you'll be able to see some sights and the ground down below. Lots of cloud cover at the moment. Hopefully that will clear before we get to Cyprus. And I shall catch you at the airport when we've landed. But don't go anywhere, because as I say, hopefully we'll get some good footage of the landing. So I shall see you when we're at the airport. Catch you in a bit.
5 minutes time. Weather on the ground, it's 19 degrees and it's looking lovely. So hopefully it will stay like that for the rest of your time down in Cyprus. That's all from me. All that remains to say is thank you very much on behalf of all the crew for choosing Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're sure you can't wait to enjoy your holiday, but for now, you must stay seated and buckled up.
You're not allowed to smoke or vape on the way to the terminal or in the terminal itself. And before you go, please make sure you've got everything with you. And take care when you open the overhead lockers, as some things may have moved during the flight.
Our friendly team will be happy to help you in the terminal. You can't miss them. They're wearing our famous red uniform, and of course, a big welcoming smile.
Thanks for flying with us today, and from all of us, have a lovely holiday.
Cabin crew doors to manual caution, come report please.
Right, so we are through passport control. Takes a picture, gives you a little ticket, you go up to the guy, you stamp my passport, very quick, very nice. And now I'm going to find a loo, have a quick wee, and then I'm going to find the bus. I don't know whether to take the bus because it is free transfer to the hotel, or I might just see what it is in a taxi if it's not very far, because there's quite a few stops in the bus, and that drives me nuts. I don't know whether you're up for that, but we'll see. Oh, right, my friends, welcome to Cyprus, welcome to Paphos. Now then, I'm going to do the coach transfer. Do you know what? I'm going to do it, then we'll see what it's like. Apparently I've got to go over, find the desk, look for the Jet2 place, which is over there, and then they'll tell us which stop it is to get to the hotel. Don't go anywhere. It's not too hot, it's just right. What is it? It's about 21 degrees at the moment, which is perfect, just right. Blue skies as well, which is unusual to see after heading back to the UK. Mind you, summer's coming up, we're on the right side of it. Come on, onwards my friends. Right, it's a bit windy. Bus number 19. Let's go and find it. Oh, where are we? 10. Here we go. It's got me down here somewhere. I'm probably about the 19th stop. It's always the thing, isn't it, when you get to the bus? You're always the last one. Right, on board. I think we've only said 2 stops, so fingers crossed. All the curtains closed in here. Like some kind of strange bedroom that you've walked into. I guess it's to keep it cool, although it's not that hot outside. 21 degrees. It's perfect. Right, we're in luck with a second drop off, and it's only about 20 minutes, so happy days. Right, my friends, here we are in Cyprus, in Paphos, and I've got some exciting content coming your way over the next few days. We're going to have a look around, we're going to see things, we're going to explore, I'm going to take you guys with us, we're going to have a little bit of food as well, because food here is supposed to be amazing. And by the way, yes, there will be some fish and chips, well, maybe one, because, come on, they're good at their fish and chips. All the fish and chip shops in Mansfield, where I come from, they're owned by people from here, so they must know what they're doing. Anyway, I'm super excited for this series, so if you're not subscribed, do think about hitting that subscribe button. And before you go, I would like to say thank you once more to the sponsor of today's video, who are Surfshark. Now, I'm going to be using them when I get in the hotel room, because I'm going to be uploading videos, and also catching up on the latest episode of Corrie, so I can pop that in, and it allows me to get English TV, which is always a bonus when you're away. Now, don't forget, if you want Surfshark for yourself, use that code in the description down below, or scan the QR code on screen now and get an additional 3 months for free. It's in the description down below, the QR code's there, just scan it and you'll get 3 months additional for free. So thanks again to Surfshark. Now, I'm going to go and explore, I'm going to check in. By the way, I've got a really good hotel review coming, because I gave them a bit of a heads up that I was coming. And my mother used to say, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I said, I'm coming along, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm going to film. And they went, oh, we'll put you in a nice room then. So I'm going to do some nice hotel reviews as well. I've also got bed and breakfast here as well, so I'm going to review the breakfast. Anyway, that's all from me today. Don't forget, use that code in the description down below for Surfshark, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.